hopefully things are working properly now. Let me check in the stream. Yeah, looks all right, right? Yeah, it seems fine to me now. Cool. Yeah, I don't know what the deal was there, but we back. Like I said, I'm just gonna get warmed up a little bit, jam out on the piano, and figure out what to do after. Oh yeah, and at the end of the stream today, if any of you guys have interest, I'm going to listen to some tracks and provide feedback if you're interested. Not really sure exactly how we're gonna do it. Bash was saying that we could use Nightbot to essentially create like a random raffle, so it'll just randomly pick out of all the links that people have shared, and we can listen through some works in progresses together. Okay, is this working? Huh, that's odd. Weird. Huh. This should actually be sending audio to the stream. You guys can't hear the piano, can you? What is? Yo, WDYM Music, thank you for the $2.
To find a lead, I think you should try the guitar one, but drop it an octave.
I have no idea what that said. I heard something about an octave and a guitar, but regardless, thank you for the donation. Okay, I have no idea why the sound isn't working, so give me a second to figure that out. Get the heck out of here. All right. I feel like the stream title is very misleading if I don't actually have my nose flute on me, but I don't have it anywhere. I don't know where I misplaced it. I hope it has something to do with Ableton being. I'm using the beta, so hopefully that has something to do with it. Shouldn't. Weird. So now it should be working, actually. I see the signal coming through. Sweet. All right, time to get warmed up then. Whoops, I think the camera moved around a little bit. So normally I do like a lot of scales and exercises and stuff like that to warm up, but I think for streaming purposes, it's much more entertaining to see something being written on the spot. So I like to just like improvise when I'm on stream rather than just run through scales. Unless obviously you guys want to, you know, see me run through scales. Sounds like it'd be much lower in entertainment value though. Anyways, so what to do today? I mean, honestly, what I really want to do is work on finishing this track. So we're gonna pull this up. It is a remix I'm working on. And it's been coming together, but it still needs a lot of work. I'm actually really trying to get this wrapped up as soon as possible. But yeah, I think it's gonna be a good one. I've been having a lot of fun with it. Trying to just focus on, focus a little less on, I guess, making it performance oriented. So just kind of like letting myself write and do like sound design and that kind of stuff without necessarily thinking about how I'm gonna perform it. As yeah, I tend to do that with a lot of my music these days. Adam Neely did a 5-hour live stream of scales once, but not him just playing scales, right? Have I ever considered doing a piano only album? Absolutely. Yeah, honestly, I guess it has felt like a bit of a daunting task to make that happen because I have an ungodly amount of ideas in terms of like just solo piano concepts. So I guess it's not going to get any easier as time goes on. I'm just going to be recording more and more ideas, but I have an absurd amount of riffs and sketches specifically for piano. But yeah, I'll have to filter through them. So I think this is a folder with a bunch of them, but not all of them. I think this is, let's see how many files this is. 130 divided by, I guess roughly divided by 2. That's like, Jesus, I don't know, somewhere around like 60 like motifs, I suppose. So obviously that doesn't translate to 60 pieces necessarily, but it's just a lot of stuff to try to, you know, work with. Anyways, so this is the track I'm working on. Let's see where it's at currently.
I don't want you to go yet, and she don't even know it. Can we stay in the moment? I don't want you to go yet. Don't look in the mirror, look into my eyes. When you see your reflection, you'll see what I like. Can we stay in the moment? I don't want you to go yet. This feeling. This feeling. This feeling. This feeling. That she could be. This feeling. This feeling. This feeling. This feeling that she could be. I don't want you to go yet, and she don't even know it. Can we stay in the moment? I don't want you to go yet. Don't look in the mirror, look into my eyes. When you see your reflection, reflection, you'll see what I like. Can we stay in the moment? I don't want you to go yet.
Okay. So that's kind of like the idea so far. I think it's a lot of fun. I think it has some potential. And sounding pretty good. But I think about what things I need to work on next. There's just a bunch of fine tuning, and like layering and mixing and stuff. Anyways, so one thing I was kind of struggling with a little bit was with the original vocal. Let's see. So there's this section right here.
Can we stay in the moment? I don't want you to go yet.
So I feel like I kind of have to keep that line there, but I also wanted the other like falsetto vocal to pop in at the same time at the end of that phrase. So like what I did is I tried to like stitch the vocal to make it sound like it was kind of like ending earlier, but I feel like it sounds kind of awkward.
Can we stay in the moment? I don't want you to go yet.
I think maybe let's see if it sounds like just a beat later.
I don't want you to go yet.
Because the phrases usually for the vocal start on like, what is it? Is it the second beat? It's just shortly after the second beat.
I don't want you to go yet. And she don't.
It's on the and of two. 1, 2, and.
I don't want you to go yet.
Maybe I could try to put it there. I don't know if that's gonna work though.
I don't want you to go yet.
I don't know. Just feels kind of awkward for some reason. Yeah, and for this section, I just had this riff in mind, but I'm not really sure how I'm gonna execute it yet. I don't know if I want to be like. I was imagining maybe playing like this piano part. And then just kind of like layering it with a few other sounds subtly, but yeah, I'm not 100% sure yet. Alternatively, I was thinking like I just do like some kind of synth solo there as well with the same motif, but we shall see.
I don't want you to go yet. And she don't even know it. Can we stay in the moment? I don't want you to go yet. Don't look in the mirror, look into my eyes. When you see your reflection, you'll see what I like. Can we stay in the moment?
Okay. So, oh yeah. So another thing I wanted to do is I wanted to add a plucked guitar layer. There's this super awesome sample pack that's perfect for that. That Oliver made. I'm pretty sure this sample pack is like all over the place right now. As in being used by a lot of people because it's pretty fantastic. Okay, so what key are we in? We're in A minor, and this is D. We gotta go down. 5 semitones.
I don't want you to go yet. And she don't even know it. Can we stay in the moment? Can we stay in the moment?
Yeah, it's a little empty, I think, without additional layers there. So just want to start playing around with other elements to add.
I don't want you to go yet. And she don't even know it? Can we stay in the moment?
I'm wondering actually if I should. I kind of feel like maybe a synth would be more interesting than just like those piano stabs. But yeah, I'm not sure.
I don't want you to go yet, and she don't even know it. Can we stay in the moment? I don't want you to go yet. Don't look in the mirror, look into my eyes. When you see your reflection, you'll see what I like. Can we stay in the moment? I don't want you to go yet. This feeling. This feeling.
Cool. So, I don't want to. Let's see. Let's look at these synth stabs and add a little bit of reverb. These are little reverb pops to kind of lead into some of the hits. Okay, so we got these. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to match the level, like volume-wise, perceived volume pretty closely with the compressor. And that way when the reverb activates, it'll kind of emphasize it a little bit. Okay, sweet, that's pretty close. So let's try. Yeah, something like that. Actually, I think that might be overlapping with like a reverb tail added for this. Right there. And actually, while I'm at it, let me freeze a couple of things for the sake of saving CPU. So this guy isn't being used actually, now that I'm looking. This guy isn't being used. This guy isn't being used. The ARP I'll leave because that sounds nice and I might incorporate that later.
Thank you for the donation.
Thank you for the donation.
Love your music. Never stop creating. Thanks
Tundra, thank
for
you.
all you do, man.
Alright, I guess this is gonna take a second. Yeah, I really am not a fan of like the last, I don't know, 30% of finishing a song, because I always end up at a point where I have so many you know, elaborate effect chains and so many instruments open that you know, I can't even really perform on top of anything anymore. But yeah, that's actually what interested me about Reaper, was that regardless of the latency on other tracks, if you loaded up a new track, you would be able to play at next to no latency. So, you know, in Ableton right now, if I try to play this, you know, I have like a Pro L on the master, obviously, and stuff. So, like that, there's an incredible amount of delay there. Versus in Reaper, if I didn't have effects on the master, I could just load a new track and play with next to no latency, which is pretty cool. Anyways, okay, so. See if we can do something to the guitar. I'm gonna flip through some Volcano stuff. Let's see. I haven't really used Volcano in a while, so let's see what we can make happen here. ridiculous. Distortion, phaser, that kind of stuff. Not the most exciting effects, actually. Also, this is kind of off time. There we go. Also, I'm pretty sure with Pro L, that kick is distorting just a little bit. So it's like... a little bit better. Probably need some fine tuning later. Okay. See what happens if I throw a disperser on there. I'm kind of curious. Kind of adds a little bit of wetness to it. Also, I'm gonna try to freeze a couple more things before I keep going. I think that my computer like how much processing is going on. Also, I'm running this at what is it, 120, 128, I'm pretty sure, for the buffer rate. Also, definitely need to up the coffee count if... Yeah, it's still at 1. Like halfway through this thing. Yeah. I don't know. I think like a big aspect of finishing a track is sometimes adding like a little like production or sound design flair to things. It just feels like it's part of the finalization process for me. Like I just like to hear alternative versions of sounds and ideas and stuff, as I'm sure most producers do. All right, let's see. Oh yeah, it's not just Pro L that's causing latency, of course. I mean, there's just an absurd amount of tracks in here at this point. Well, not an absurd, but enough to cause problems. Okay. So it's kind of cool. It kind of messes with the transients a little bit. But I don't know, not like crazy about it or anything. It's good to get rid of the volcano, mess around with maybe camel fat a little bit. Kind of cool. Jesus. They do have categories. I haven't really looked through these before. Sound effects, synth, vocal, guitar. Got. Jesus. That's kind of cool. Yeah, I kind of like that. Where is that bad boy? Okay. Automate this. Yeah, it's sounding a little more interesting at least. So those reverb hits, I wonder what I could do, or where I could try to throw in a couple more. Let's see. And the guitar. Now your compressor, the same thing as before. Down a little bit. Cool, that's pretty identical. Hmm. Maybe some bit of bit crushing could be cool. Called Redux. I really despise that there's no dry wet. There really should be, I feel like. Kind of nice. Adds a little bit of a like a high-end texture to it. I wonder, I'm kind of thinking like it could be cool to layer that bass chug with, I had a few different ideas. I was thinking with like chord stabs, or with some kind of like another plucked melodic sound that's ascending. Anyways, what do you guys think of the track so far? Sweet. So let's try doing some synth work first, and then we'll try out the bells. I'll just grab the chords I made from square one, because that's pretty close to what I was imagining. It's like tremolo, detune, saw wave type stuff. Pretty standard, nothing special. But see if we can make it work. Okay, we'll add it to that bus. So we'll record that, and then we're gonna start messing with the patch. You want it to be way more subtle than that. Or, I guess I do. So we'll probably get rid of the reverb that's on there as well. Yeah. And then, so this is automating the volume levels as well as, I think, just like a filter and stuff. So we really just need to adjust this single LFO to be able to sculpt the sound. So let's do that with the noise. Yeah, I think that's not bad. Let's try it a little bit like plucked instead. That sounds kind of interesting, actually. Like the chord is leading into the transients from the bass. Maybe let's try to add that in here as well. Except that is a major chord. We want... No, it's a minor chord, actually. So we'll just transpose it to E. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So let's reduce the length just a little bit. I think there's like this weird little artifact being created at the end. Yeah. I think that's what we want. Because, you know, it's gonna, like the volume is automating up at the end of every 16th note, I guess. So, we want it to end before the downbeat of the third beat in this measure. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so it shouldn't lead into any bass note because there isn't one there. So. It's kind of cool. I don't know if I'm going to keep it, but I think it makes it more interesting, at least. I gotta fix these guitar hits. Some of them are off time, I think. Let's get rid of some of that noise. I think I'm just gonna have to go in manually and do something like this. Control J. Control J. That should help clean it up a little bit. Yeah, that sounds way better. Do that again here. This is a bit better than gating, I think, because you can get the exact, like, kind of volume control you want for those samples. Like, the rest of the guitar sounds good to me. Like, in theory, you could, oh, there's lag again. Damn. I hope it doesn't have anything to do with, my Google Drive. So I disabled that. Maybe maybe the syncing from that is messing with my internet connection. Anyways. So yeah, let's do this. Yeah, this guy needs to be a little bit shorter too. And that is all she wrote. So then we're gonna copy paste this updated pattern over here, and then we should be good to go. That sounds nice. I like how that turned out. Maybe I'll add a little bit of automation to this section as well, real quick. Wait, I don't know.
I don't want you to go yet, and she don't even know it.
So I feel like there's some low ends in there that I want to get rid of in the chugs.
I don't want you to go yet, and she don't even know it. Can we stay in the moment?
Yeah, this section definitely needs some like soundscaping. Another thing I actually realized I wanted to do, I'll name this this track Foley Work, because I wanted to try to incorporate some Foley. So let's see, where do I have some Foley to work with? Yeah, not entirely sure. Obviously a decent go-to is any kind of water noises.
I don't want.
So let's add that to the send with the sidechain on it. Yeah.
I don't want you to go yet, and she don't even know it. Can we stay in the moment? I don't want you to go yet. Don't look in the mirror, look into my eyes. When you see your reflection, you'll see what I like. Don't look in the mirror, look.
I have this grain delay on there that is just making it a little confusing to work with this. There we go.
Don't look in the mirror, look into my eyes. When you see your reflection, you'll see what I like. Can we stay in the moment? I don't want you to go yet. This feeling. This feeling. This feeling.
I think there's some low end in there that I could get rid of. Not low end, like lower mids. Yeah, something like that is a little bit better. That again. Oh, wait, hold on. There we go. I guess that's gonna take a second. Okay, coffee counter's going up. Is it possible that this is like a Twitch issue and it's not from my end? I think I heard streamers, was it maybe yesterday? I think I heard some people complaining about or not complaining about it, just pointing out that Twitch was having some issues. But I don't know, maybe it's from my end.
Yo, we got a new subscriber.
Dr. Linko, thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. Okay, so we're actually gonna freeze this too for now, and we'll work on that sound a little bit later. But yeah, it has like I think like 15 voices in it in Serum, so that's definitely gonna cause some problems if it's not frozen. Okay, so let's start throwing in some Foley sounds like I was talking about before. Impacts.
New subscriber.
Combine 42, thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. 50th customer, that's right. Damn, I feel like I need a... Okay, hold on, I need to stop this car crashing metal impact sound. That's my celebratory sound. 50 subs, that's pretty badass, especially considering that I don't know, kind of just starting to get back into it. So yeah, thank you guys for the support. Okay, so where were we at? I'm gonna start throwing in some random Foley. See what happens. Okay, these are all really intense. Yeah, I feel like I want some texture with that hit. So maybe some glass. Okay, actually, let me make another track here. I will also route that into the send to sidechain it. Jesus, that's too loud. And what we'll do is OTT it, get rid of some of the low ends, then stereoize it. Cool. We'll use some of this to create some kind of like lead into that. Yeah, that turns out. Kind of cool. Kind of like that. That could be cool. Yeah. I mean, that's not really doing much right now. Some switches could be cool. Take this guy, maybe throw it in, doing this fill somewhere. What's going on with this sound? Is that what it sounded like? I guess it did. Let's do something like that. Unwarp it. Snag that beginning. Cool, let's throw that in here. Maybe reduce the scale of that. I kind of think it'd be nice to layer that ARPin as well. I'm not entirely sure. I wanna have it be more of like a texture than an actual like harmonic layer. Not really sure how to go about doing that, but let's get rid of some of the mono signal. Kind of like the echo on that. So let's have that lead into those hits. Kind of cool.
To go, yeah. And she don't even know it.
I actually kind of like how the echo leads into that next section. Kind of cool. Let's see.
I don't want you to go, yeah. And she don't even.
Yeah, let's change the filter on that just a little bit. Let's get rid of some of that low end. Like there.
I don't want you to go, yeah.
Oh wow, that made a massive difference. Hold on, let me bring some of that back.
I don't want you to go, yeah. And she don't even.
Nice, it adds like a little atmosphere to it. Okay, let's find some kind of subtle foley to put in the background of this section as well. So I often like just grabbing like interiors, like small crowds and that kind of stuff, like chatter for these kind of sections. Did that in like, I don't know, like Contagious and a lot of tracks in the past, like I think like Back and Forth and stuff. But yeah, Anyways, let's see. What do we got? Do we want some babies crying in here? Hell yeah. Yes, that is fire. Let's go. Okay, here we go. You know, in fact, I'm just gonna like get rid of the vocal and just have the baby crying. Let's see. Yeah. This is definitely the move. So we're not gonna sidechain the baby. Yeah. Okay, no, we're not doing that. Let's see. Bring the vocals back.
I don't want you to go yet, and she don't even know it. Can we stay in the?
I might try some different chords for this section. But I think in order to do that, I may have to remove Pro L from the master, or at the very least, I'll have to get rid of the look ahead, which might screw up the sound a bit. Although the look ahead's at 0, but I know there's like a basic setting called transparent that's got like next to no latency. So I could temporarily use that maybe. Let's see what that sounds like.
I don't want you to go yet.
Oh, that's fine. That will do. Not really at a point where I'm considering mastering this anyway, so. Still a pretty substantial delay, but I don't know, nothing you can really do about that. See if there's anything else I can freeze, but don't think so. Get rid of this sound that's not being used. I mean, you can see the majority of sounds at this point. I've kind of got frozen. So, yeah. Hopefully that's helping out the project file a little bit. Didn't know Haywyre streams. Probably for the better. Nobody wants to hear me in the early early stages. That's the word I'm looking for of music creation. Mostly because I put baby samples over everything. Wünschte, ich könnte Englisch. It's not that hard to learn. Let's see.
I don't want you to go yet. And she don't even.
So, I mean, other than that, I don't think there's that many sounds that are taking up a lot of CPU. I don't see any like really massive effect chains here or anything. So I think this is pretty much as good as it's gonna get. It's not that bad. I can deal with it, I think. Not a huge fan of the EQing I did on this, but maybe I'll have to find a different piano patch for this. Just gonna jam out on some chords for now. So let's get rid of the bass line. I can try to write with new root notes.
I don't want you to go yet. And she don't even know it. Can we stay in the moment? I don't want you to go yet. Don't look in the mirror, look into my eyes. When you see your reflection, you'll see what I like.
So let's just like loop this. I don't know why, but I'm really having a hard time hearing what kind of chords I want here. I know I want it to be different than the chorus. But yeah, I'm not sure exactly how.
I don't want you to go yet. And she don't even know it. Can we stay in the moment? I don't want you to go yet. I don't want you to go yet. And she don't even know it. Can we stay in the moment? I don't want you to go yet. I don't want you to go yet. And she don't even know it. Can we stay in the moment? I don't want you to go yet. I don't want you to go yet. And she don't even know it. Can we stay in the moment?
Let me change the vocal there to the original pitch. Actually, I guess the whole thing is a semitone down currently, but from the original, but I pitched that a little bit just to fit the chord progression that I was originally working with, but since I'm trying to sketch something new, I'll just leave it as it was originally.
I don't want you to go yet. And she don't even know it. Can we stay in the moment? I don't want you to go yet. I don't want you to go yet. And she don't even know it. Can we stay in the moment? I don't want you to go yet. I don't want you to go yet. And she don't even know it. Can we stay in the moment? I don't want you to go yet. I don't want you to go yet. And she don't even know it. Can we stay in the moment? I don't want you to go yet. I don't want you to go yet. And she don't even know it. Can we stay in the moment? I don't want you to go yet. I don't want you to go yet. And she don't even know it. Can we stay in the moment? I don't want you to go yet. I don't want you to go yet.
Cool, I think I'm just gonna try to roll with that.
I don't want you to go yet. And she don't even know it. Can we stay in the moment? I don't want you to go yet. I don't want.
Cool, so we're gonna get rid of the bass line. I was just playing that because it's easier for me to hear what I would be playing with the chords if I know what the bass line is as well. Just so they kind of like correspond to each other a bit better. So we're just gonna take all of this out. And maybe we'll just paste that MIDI into the bass line synth. And hope for the best. Probably not gonna work right off the bat, but it's still gonna save some time.
I don't want you to go yet.
Boom, boom.
I don't want you. I don't want you to go yet.
So let's see. Get rid of the end quantization.
I don't want you to go yet. I don't want you to go yet. And she don't.
Hold on. That.
I don't want you to go yet. And she don't even know it. Can we stay in the moment?
Also, I remember Mr. Bill showing me this plugin that's pretty badass. Like a dynamic EQ, so it actually follows the harmonics. No, it recognizes like the pitch that sound is being played at, and you can EQ specific harmonics out of the sound because of that, which is pretty neat.
I don't want you to go yet, and she don't even know it.
So not all these are quantized right now. Not that they need to be, but they felt sloppy and off, so.
No, I don't want you to go yet, and she don't.
Okay, so the sound is also a little too. A little too aggressive for this. Yeah, it's better.
Want you to go yet, and she don't even know it. Can we stay in the moment? Can we stay in the moment? I don't want you to go yet.
Yeah, let's quantize these as well.
I don't want you to. I don't want you to go yet, and she don't even know it. Can we stay?
Okay, it looks like those all quantized properly.
I don't want you to go yet, and she don't even know it. Can we stay in the moment? I don't want you to go yet. I don't want you to go yet. Don't look in the mirror, look into my eyes.
See, I feel like it actually sounds better without the piano, but hold on.
I don't want. Don't look in the mirror, look into my eyes. When you see your reflection, you'll see what I like. Can we stay?
So maybe I will try to throw a synth in there. See how that sounds instead. Oh yeah, and I guess in about like 15 minutes or so, I'm gonna switch over to doing feedback for the last like half an hour of the stream. So yeah, I guess preferably if you have like a private SoundCloud link or I don't know, anything works honestly, like Google Drive link or something like that. Probably work best.
I don't want you to. I don't want you to go yet, and she don't even know it. Can we stay in the moment?
I feel like a synth is just gonna work a bit better here. Got more control over like the texture and the like harmonic presence than a piano. I feel like a piano, I don't know. It's harder to control like the harmonic content of a piano.
I don't want you to go yet, and she don't even know it. I don't want you to go yet, and she don't even know it. Can we stay in the?
So I like how that sounds, but I'm gonna turn down the reverb that pops in at the end there. Yeah, that sounds better.
I don't want.
I wonder if we can make it sound a little more interesting. So right now, mostly just sounds like there's a low pass filter being activated, because that's exactly what's happening. So this. Some of you might know how much I love comb filters. It's kind of cool. That's kind of cool.
I don't want you to go yet, and she don't even know it. Can we stay in the moment? I don't want you to go yet.
I like it at 50% for the mix on that comb.
Don't look in the mirror, look into my eyes. When you see your reflection, you'll see what I like.
I am happy to give feedback on anything, by the way. Doesn't have to be electronic music, it could be anything. And I guess as a forewarning, I don't really do feedback much, so I'm probably gonna stick to like fairly general stuff, as in like what I don't know, what I like about it, what I don't like about it, and you know, if there's obviously something specific you're looking for, I'll try to comment on that. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like giving feedback is such a dangerous thing. You got to meet people where they're at. And I mean, especially if it's like a work in progress or something, like you can't necessarily know what someone knows they're still going to change, what they're not going to change, and that kind of stuff. But regardless, like obviously, if it's like a work in progress, for example, then it's easy for me to just listen to the idea rather than the execution. But anyways.
I don't want you to go yet, and she don't even know it.
So what do you guys think? Do you guys think that the synth works better than the piano? Because I kind of think it does. Like this is the piano.
I don't want you to go yet, and she don't even know it.
Like that's okay. I just think this is a little nicer.
I don't want you to go yet, and she don't even know it.
Yeah.
Can we stay in the moment?
Yeah, I think so too.
I don't want you to go yet. Don't look in the mirror, look into my eyes.
And it's cool because we can like obviously create way more articulation changes with the synth. So we could have a macro to start opening it up a little bit as it gets closer to the next section of the song.
Don't look in the mirror, look into my eyes. When you see your reflection, you'll see what I like. Can we stay in the moment? I don't want you to go yet. I don't want.
Yeah, so this is a section that I think could be really cool, but needs a ton of work. So, whoops. What just happened? Huh. Where's all that sound coming from?
Go yet. I don't want.
Okay, so I need to get rid of that guitar playing and put this in there. See, I actually have the piano in the drop too, or like the chorus, whatever you want to call it. I wonder if it'd be better without it there too. Hold on. I forgot I made some changes here. I'm actually not too crazy about the ARP.
Go yet.
Yeah, I think what I need to do is I'll have to really, you know, solo all the individual elements and start EQing them, because there's definitely like some competing like frequencies and stuff, and obviously the sidechaining helps mask the fact that I haven't really done enough mixing yet. But yeah, I mean, so right now, obviously, like I don't have any multi-band sidechaining happening, so I think once I start doing that and I start like soloing the sounds more, the song will kind of come together a bit more, sound a little more cohesive. Anyways, so let's see. Okay, so kind of like I like this Omnisphere sound as a layer, but I think it has to be way shorter than it is currently. Also, let me make sure to save this as a new version. And yeah, before I start doing feedback, I'm gonna grab another coffee. We gotta reach at least. Oh my God, wait, have I not been updating the coffee count? I thought I have been. Maybe I need to run. Maybe I didn't run the script. Very possible. So no sustain. Let's get rid of the echo as well. Man, Omnisphere is so badass. Love this plugin. Okay, let's EQ this a little bit. Just get rid of some of that chunky low end. And those mids. Just supposed to be a little textural layer. May not even end up being used at all, but good enough. Freeze that. Then next, just gonna try to find a synth that I can play that motif with. That's so cool. You can watch it going through all the different instances of the sound in ProQ when it's being frozen like that. Okay, so what kind of lead synth would be cool here? I do not know, but just gonna throw Diva in here and start flipping through some sounds to get ideas. Side chaining this and turn it down a little bit. Yeah, let's see what they got.
Can we stay in the moment? I don't want you to go yet.
I got a new sub. Thank you so much. Not Rogus. Thank you. Much appreciated. I don't know why. It just sounded so cheesy to me, that sound.
I don't want you to go yet.
Okay, definitely not this sound. Kinda cool though. that's kind of cool. I had like 40 different riffs there. So let's just record one or record something.
I don't want you to go yet.
Cool. That's kind of fun.
Go yet.
Oh. Okay, so if I would consider this riff A, and this one riff B, which one do you guys think is better? Because I feel like I'm kind of indifferent. I don't know if either one of them, I guess they're not really that different, but cool. A it is. Do I credit Twitch chat on this remix? Haywyre remix featuring Twitch chat?
Go yet.
Cool. Get like a super basic little fill here. Cool. I think that helped spice up that section a little bit. At least having that synth in there.
I don't want you to go yet. And she don't even know it.
Oh shit, it's 1:30. All right. Well, I suppose it is time to start listening to some of your guys' tracks. So let's see. Let me pull up. What do I need to? Okay, so hey Bash, how are we gonna do this? So is this through, you said through Nightbot we can get people to like submit links essentially by using whatever it's called, like a little tag or something. Okay, Nightbot. So is it like through, is it through the giveaways mechanism? Okay, cool. So how does this work? So regular subscribers, users, subscriber luck. Oh, that's interesting. You can increase the likelihood for subscribers to get chosen. I think that's kind of fair, right? If you're a sub, I feel like maybe twice as likely. So I'm just gonna set this up real quick. Let's see, keyword. This is the This is the keyword people enter in chat to become eligible to win. Cool. So, I'm gonna make the keyword nose flute. And so just type nose flute, I guess, in all caps. Okay. Flow snoot? I think you're spelling it wrong. Nose flute. Nice. Okay, it looks like it's working. So if you haven't done that and want me to check something out, feel free to do so. God, that's a lot of nose flutes in chat. Oh, actually I didn't enable mods to enter. If you wanted to, I just enabled it though. Sweet. Awesome. So I think I can roll it now. All right. XM3 music. Sorry, Bash. I don't know if I actually gave you the ability to participate. Cool. So XM3 music, you shall be the first. Except I'm not sure how to now accept the link from you. I guess into Lucid Dreams by XM3. Okay, sweet. Thank you. So let me load this up. Nightbot dashboard. Nightbot board. I guess I need to do this on my desktop, otherwise you guys won't be able to hear what I'm doing. Or actually, I can just load up the Twitch chat on here. Twitch.tv. Channel.
Now bishop takes h3 is a renewed.
Creator dashboard. Actually, it's gonna be easier. I can look at the chat here. Okay. Copy this link. Okay. Sorry. Hey, can you send the link again, XM3? Sorry about that. I just need to load up Twitch on my the Twitch chat on my desktop so I can actually like listen to the track and you guys will be able to hear it as well. Perfect. Thank you. Alright guys, so we're checking out a song by XM3 called Lucid Dreams. I like it. I like that melody. Got a very... It doesn't surprise me that you called this Lucid Dreams. Because it has a very dreamlike feeling to it. Awesome. Sorry for just randomly jamming on top of it. Yeah, it's a cool song, man. I like it. I'm not sure if there's any particular feedback that you were looking for, but I thoroughly enjoyed it. All right, guys. Who wants to submit something next? So, let's do another roll. Roll it. All right, Haywyre, take my money. You got a song to share? Sweet, I got the link here. Okay.
Crafting diamond armor for the battle that is way up ahead, and the zombies are all dead now. No more spiders, and the creepers are dead.
So, needless to say, I'm not gonna finish that one. I literally saw that waveform and was like, I'm not sure if I should play this because it looked absolutely brick walled. Okay, I'm gonna roll again. All right, FG and GG. I guess you're up again. You can send whatever you'd like. Skip? Sends the same link. Okay. Sure. We'll roll again. All right. Hi to the ho. Yo, you got any links for us, man? So if I guess I should have like some kind of timer, right? Like if somebody doesn't provide a link within a certain amount of time, I should just roll it again, right? So I guess we'll roll again. I'm not hearing anything from Hi to the Host, so I guess I'll just continue. Cool. Rolling again. Moonlight Midgard. Do you have a link for me? Yeah, this is just a raffle. So you can enter by Oh, it's okay. Don't worry about it, man. But yeah, you can. It's okay if you don't have the link. Like I'll just roll it again. But yeah, you can just enter by typing nose flute, and then it'll enter you automatically into a random raffle. And if you get chosen, you are more than welcome to send me a link, and I will listen to it. So far we've had one song. So let's roll again. All right, it is time. Bash. Let's go. It's your time to shine. It's funny because I have your music downloaded. I haven't checked it yet, so this will be my first time listening to your tunes. Or at least, like, I guess something that you have seriously started finishing. Okay, so what is this link? It's a work in progress? Gotcha. Nice. It's cool. I like it. I think the biggest thing I'd point out is that I feel like there's like a lot of maybe some conflicting rhythmic stuff happening. Obviously, it's a work in progress, so there's not really much I can say, but I like it a lot. There's like some hard stops that you had in there that I thought were pretty cool. Where was it? Like that one right there. Yeah, it's really cool. I like it. Thank you for sharing that one, dude. So let's see who we got next. Also, by the way, guys, if you want specific feedback or anything, then just make sure to mention that. Otherwise, I won't really know if there's something in particular you want me to listen for. But okay, let's roll this bad boy again. I'm also not sure if people that have already been rolled can win again. So I guess if that happens, then I'll just keep going until somebody that hasn't shared a link yet gets the chance to do so. All right, Voyager 2. Got a link to share with us? I like how your response is just, well, not at the moment. That's okay. All Gucci. Thanks for participating in the raffle anyways. Cool. So we're gonna roll again. Boom. Ghost Vanilla. He has a link. is that the melody from your song bash? I think for some reason that's what I had remembered after listening to it. Yeah, Moonlight. If I prefer to keep it just like, I mean, you can share a song from someone else if you'd like. But
this shit hot. This shit hot. You tripping. And listen, you tripping.
cool. Yeah, I like it. Interestingly enough, like there isn't too much that you're latching onto, I think, melodically. It's obviously like very rhythmically focused, and the vocal samples help a lot. I think it makes it a lot more fun. But yeah, you know, I wonder if something like Gold Panda U would be a cool reference for something like this. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with that, but for some reason, like this section. I don't know why, I just had to think of Gold Panda there briefly, but so yeah, I think like I think it'd be cool if you had something to throw in there that gave people a little more to latch onto melodically. Although I am a fan of how sample based and like and rhythmic it is right now. I think it could be cool to introduce like some kind of like core motif. Like obviously the vocals in and of themselves are like a memorable addition. But yeah, I would say maybe figure out like some kind of like melodic motif you could throw in there. But I don't think it needs it. This could be a fun experiment to try it out. But yeah, I think like for this section, for example, it could be cool to add some low end, even just like a sub that's following the kick or something like that could be really cool. And like I think if you add some more like a harmonic substance, again, it's like all a stylistic choice. This is why it's hard to like critique other people's songs, because obviously it comes down to like your taste. But it could be cool to add some like harmonic substance in there, add some chords, because I hear you got that F major that's like repeating over and over, and it sounds good. But it could be cool if as the song progresses, like you start introducing more context to it.
And listen, you tripping.
Also, I think it's possible that that synth is like in a different key than the chords, like the choir chords. But yeah, whoops, my camera keeps. But yeah, anyways, cool tune. Thank you so much for sharing. You guys, yeah, I guess we'll just roll with the next one. And next giveaway, Baron von Bonbon. Yeah, man, absolutely. It's a cool idea. The Goddesses? Hell yeah. Cool. So, let's just take a quick look at this. So kind of have a feeling I know what's about to happen here. Jamming. All right. I think I see where this is going. I don't know how much more we need to listen to that. Okay. So thank you for sharing that masterpiece, Baron. So we'll do one last giveaway, and then it'll be 2 o'clock. And then I'm gonna get back to twerk and end the stream, unfortunately. So, let's see. What do we got here? All right. Vapor Cruise. Wow, that was the fastest link sharing I've seen yet. Sweet. He was ready. Props. Sick. That was a super fun song to listen to. Extremely rhythmic, obviously. Yeah, I like it a lot. It reminds me a little bit of Divio. I'm not sure if you're familiar with them, but stylistically, a lot of the edits and like sound choices and that kind of stuff reminds me of Divio quite a bit, which is definitely a good thing. They've got some incredible tunes. This is, I think, like probably one of my favorites of theirs. If you're interested in checking it out, for reference or out of curiosity or whatever. But anyways, yeah, I don't really know. It sounds like you've got like a fairly like final piece of work here, from what I can tell. Personally, I really like this initial section here. Yeah. So yeah, I can tell how much effort went into this. Like that kind of stuff definitely takes a lot of time. And yeah, it works. I think it works really well. Great tune, man. Thank you so much for sharing that. All right, boys and girls. That will be the end of the stream for me for today. So yeah, I guess this marks the end of my first week of streaming since I stopped a couple of years ago. But yeah, no, it's been super fun to kind of get back into it, and I hope you guys are enjoying it. So I'm going to be gone next week, unfortunately. I'm going to be going to Toronto to spend some time with my manager for his birthday, and to work with some other artists and do music stuff in general. But so the week after next week, I shall return. So that'll be like early June. Like, yeah. So I'll plan to be back to stream on the 10th. So I will be gone for next week, and then I'll be back the week after. So I'll do the same thing again as I did this week. I'll just do Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 12 to 2. I can like fit that in pretty regularly without a huge problem, and just share what I'm working on. And I don't know, we can keep doing like feedback Fridays if you guys are into that. And yeah, that's all I got. So thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I shall see you guys soon. And yeah, props to all you guys that are sending in tunes. A lot of them sounded really cool, so thank you for doing that. And see you guys soon. Peace out.